Hello everyone, and welcome to another process video in BPMN format. With Axelor BPM use case videos, discover and understand various BPM processes in detail. BPM allows you to design any business process regardless of its complexity in compliance with the BPMN standard. The process we're going to study here is a fairly simple production order planning and follow-up process. Once the production manager has created a new production order, it is necessary to select a bill of materials. In the majority of cases, bill of materials selection enables us to indicate a range automatically, which does not require the user to intervene. However, the user can manually specify another range for this production order. Once the range has been selected, we must indicate a quantity to be produced. Once this quantity has been entered, we can move on to the next step, which is modeled by an inclusive gateway. Why? Because there are several options open to us depending on the different conditions to which the user wishes to bind himself. Either the user does not wish to link the production order to a customer or an order, in which case we'll take this branch. Or the user wants to link the production order to a customer at the very least, in which case we'll take this branch and this branch. Since this branch requires a customer to be linked to the production order. Alternatively, the user can choose to connect the production order with an existing order. It's worth noting, however, that attaching an order is not intrinsically linked to a customer. We have therefore used an inclusive gateway to model the complexity of the choice the user must make at this stage. Once this Cornelian choice has been made, we move on to the next step, which is to indicate the desired end date for the production order. Once again, there are several options. Either the user plans the production order manually, or he uses an automatic planning solution, so as not to have to choose the work centers on which the various operations of the production order are to be carried out. Note here that we're going to use a link type intermediate event so as not to overload the model with information. This link is retrieved at this point in the process corresponding to the production employee's role. The employee will start the production order and will specify in the information system that the production order is starting. A sequential sub-process then follows to carry out all the manufacturing operations for this production order. The process here is in compacted form, and only two interrupting boundary events will be recovered from it. Either the cancellation of the manufacturing order, which will trigger a notification to the various actors involved in this manufacturing order, or the termination of the entire process. The other possibility is to just retrieve information about a partial end of the production order via this interruptive escalation type boundary event, in which case the user must manually adjust any materials consumed and/or products produced. A subsequent script task consumes the indicated materials and thus performs the stock removal or stock placement associated with this production order. A final option available to production staff is to manually enter the various times on this production order. If necessary, we finish the production order directly. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in our next video. Want to know more about the BPMN standard? Make sure to register to our free BPMN mailing training through the link in the description.